what a day. So this I think might be the penultimate homecoming. I'm overly wishful thinking. Penultimate deployment diary. Oh, hello, sorry. Entry. Because I think I said in the last one that I had like intentions of doing like a specific video that I wasn't quite ready to do, and you know what? After today I'm still not ready. So today my ultimate kind of fear happened, or like where a lot of my anxiety around deployment kind of was, and that is around illness and things like that. I've developed quite a bad like health anxiety, specifically around like vomiting and stuff, pretty much since Joe last went away, because Soph had this like episode one evening where she literally just wouldn't stop vomiting, and it was one of those like I don't even know what to do situations. Like, one, there was vomit coming out of just everywhere and I just didn't, like I couldn't clean it up quick enough. And I phoned 111 because I was like, I don't know what to do. But then they were like, can you bring her to out of hours? And I was like, I can't get there. And then they just said, can you go to A&E? And I was like, again, I can't get there. So they were like, oh, we'll send an ambulance, which was then like 5 hours later. And it was just all a big thing. And that then kind of solidified this thing in my mind of like just not being able to cope in that situation and just kind of fearing that situation, basically. More so like of an evening, because everything's always so much more heightened at night, isn't it? Like when you're tired, and like if you've been woken up from a period of sleep, to have to deal with like any kind of illness, especially vomit, it's just not fun. But today it was slightly better in that it happened during the day, but Soph, I'm pretty damn sure, I'm phoning the GP again tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure she's got like an ear infection or something again, and it's just been there lingering kind of for a couple of weeks, and it's kind of just built up. And today it just got to the point that she had a nap for one, which solidified to me that she wasn't quite right. But when she woke up from that nap, she was then sick, and I was like, where's that come from? Completely random. Took a while to kind of calm her back down. I had to call my friend, because this is the situation I mean, like they'd literally both of them had a nap at the same time. They both woke up within minutes of each other. I brought Enzo in with me while she had her kind of like coming around time, by which time she was then, well no, she wasn't sick. She started crying, so I then went into her, then she was sick, then Enzo started crying in here, and I was just there like, fucking beam me up. Like, what? Like, what do I do? So yeah, I just stripped her off, chucked her in the bath, rinsed her off, left her to sit in the bath for a little bit, put the tablet on with some YouTube, just like in an attempt to kind of calm her down. I had Enzo just like walking around crying, and I was like, I just don't know what to do. So yeah, so I had to phone my friend. I was like, look, really sorry, but are you busy? And she was like, oh, I was literally just heading out to go to a friend's for Sunday lunch. I was like, can I just borrow you for a minute? And she was like, oh yeah, well the person that I was going to see, like they live quite near to you, so I'll drop in for a minute. And I was like, I've just got to clean this up, can you just watch them for me, like watch her in the bath and just keep an eye on him? And she did, until I cleaned it up, and that was great. And then she headed off again. And like that was kind of like early afternoon, not long after kind of lunchtime, like 1:30ish. So like the rest of the kind of early afternoon went okay, and then I like made them dinner, because I thought, well, if Soph doesn't eat, it doesn't matter, but Enzo probably wants to eat still, so I just made them like basic cheesy pasta. She didn't eat it, so I was like, that's fine. And then it was about 5:30, and I thought, oh, I'll check her temperature quickly, just kind of before get ready for bed and stuff. And it was 39, and I was like, oh, that's not ideal. So I was like, right, I need to give you some Calpol, try and bring that back down. So I did that. She was not impressed in the slightest. She was crying the whole way through taking it, and then within 10 minutes she vomited again. And I can only assume that was because of the cow bowl, because in between those 2 periods of being sick, sorry if you don't like sick, by the way, like I don't either, but I know some people are a bit funny about even like hearing about it, but yeah, I imagine if that were you probably would have switched off a long time ago. So yeah, anywho's. But yeah, in between those 2 times, like she was fine. Like she seemed to perk back up. Like she was a little bit kind of more, like a little bit slower, but generally like a bit more herself. So yeah, so that was that. And then again, like it was taking a long time to calm her down. Enzo then done a poo, and I was just there like, the fuck? Oh, what do I do? I needed a wee. And it was just like, everything's going on right now. So I messaged the same friend again, and I was just like, is there any chance you can pop back over again? Like, I'm really struggling. Like, 1, to calm her down, 2, to keep him away, and 3, just trying to just manage the situation. And I got her around, and like I explained the whole, like, because she suffers quite a lot with her anxiety as well. So I was talking to her about like how I feel about it, and like my ultimate fear when he first deployed was, what if this sort of situation happens like in the night when I haven't got support, and like God forbid if either of them needed to go into hospital for any reason, be that, you know, sickness or like, you know, breathing difficulty, like whatever it may be, what the fuck would I do? Like what would I do? Especially if it was Enzo and Soph was fine, having to wake her up to then take her, like that would be like, oh my God, it would be the end for me. Because waking her up, no, you do not do. You do not do. I know I would just kind of like have to deal with that situation if it happened, but like me just being the person I am, like I think about these things and I feel like I can't get over that anxiety of that happening, and I will constantly think about that happening unless I have a plan of action for if that were to happen. So like I said to see all this to my friend, and she was just like, look, it doesn't matter like when it is, just phone me, I can come and help. I can either drive you to wherever you've got to go, like if it was, you know, to out of hours or the hospital, whatever, or I can come and sit with Enzo while you take her, or vice versa, like whatever the situation, you know. So that makes me feel a little bit better, and just knowing that, and also knowing that it's Monday tomorrow, so I can phone the GP first thing in the morning and try and get her like seen to, and also knowing that my mother-in-law is back this week. Praise the fucking Lord. Ugh. But yeah, like, so today marks like, well, tomorrow will be technically the week he comes home, all being well. Because of where he is, like the weather and everything else is just like affecting flights at the moment, so yeah, I have a whole separate anxiety around homecoming itself. I may even delve into that another time, because funnily enough, I was talking to somebody else about it, another like military, well, she's serving and is married to someone in the military as well, but yeah, she was just saying about when like her husband goes away, like the anxiety when he comes home, and I was just like, yeah, like I get that. Like, it's such a bizarre thing to try and explain. Like, I feel like to non-military spouses, people would just be like, surely you should just be excited. And it's like, well, no. But yeah, so, like I say, my head is just all a bit... At the minute, it's so frustrating, because I was having, like, quite a positive day. Like, I managed to deep clean, yeah, most of the ensuite. I just haven't done the floor, which was like on my to-do list. I felt really good. I then even had a shower afterwards and washed my hair because I felt gross after having cleaned it. And like I say, both of the children were asleep, so I was like, this is just an insane opportunity to miss. I should be chilling the fuck out with a cup of tea, but am I? No, I am tit deep in bleach and pulling out hairs from my shower trap. But yes, anyway, it's done. I'm clean. Life's good-ish. I also managed to strip my bed, and when my friend popped round for the second time earlier and I came up to put Sophie to bed, I put my sheets back on so I didn't have to do that this evening. So yeah, I'm up here now. I literally have half a bit of banana bread. It's like a little snack. I've got some water as well. And I'm just going to chill out for a bit. It's already 8 o'clock now. Enzo went to bed quite late because he was just wired after playing with my friend. So yeah, now both children are asleep. I feel like I can kind of just have a minute. Like I say, finish this bit of cake, have a quick drink and just kind of chill. Like, this, my ex was like mainly stress related, but yeah, this has literally been today. Well, I'd say the whole weekend actually, but like the hell man, we were doing so well. But yeah, cannot wait for this fucking deployment to be over, man. I cannot wait.